Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back here at Scarr. We're missing one person, but we still got me and Herb here. What's up today, Herb?
And not much. Day off, just chilling,
Hey,
looking at this craziness that's happening with the NBA.
yo, stuff is already starting, man. We at like I don't know, 12 o'clock noon. Stuff was hitting, and we got some pretty good stuff coming down today. Rumors, trades, all that good stuff.
Yep, it's going down. So in case people don't know what we're about to do, tell them.
So today we're doing an NBA pretty much the off-season preview of trades, the draft, and the free agency next week. So it's all in a week span because off season is so short with the season starting on December 21st. And I believe training camp starts December 1st. So this all has to happen ASAP.
Yep.
So let's start with some trades, man. How do you feel about Dennis Schroeder going to the Lakers for Danny Green in the first round pick?
Well, I mean, it sounds awesome because I wasn't a big Green fan. I mean, he didn't do much really except for take those shots. I mean, he
Yeah.
so I mean, I think that's actually a good trade for the Lakers. The first round pick thing though.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered though, because the Lakers are in a win now mode, and chances are, you won't find a Tyler Hero type of player.
Yeah.
So you trade that for Dennis Schroeder. He's on a 1 year deal, but the plan is to re-sign him to 2 3 year extension. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, he averaged last year 18.2 points per game. He can create his own shot. He can hit the three that Danny Green didn't. He doesn't play the defense that Danny Green did, but he um he can dribble the ball, create his own shot. He doesn't need to get set up. Now it's easier for him, but he doesn't need to get set up, and that's what Danny Green needed. Him dribbling the ball is like a train wreck sometimes. It was the worst. So that was a problem.
Yeah, so good trade for them.
Yeah, so we're gonna stay on Lakers for a little bit and talk about a player that might be going on the Lakers is DeMar DeRozan. Do you think they should pick him up?
Yep, definitely. They definitely need him. And if, like you're saying, they're like a win now kind of situation. I mean, LeBron's got 2 years left or one plus the option.
Yeah. Yep.
And we don't know if Anthony Davis wants to stick around for a while. So it's a
Right.
win now. So yeah, he should stick around.
Yeah, I'm with you. There should be the DeRozan in the like with LeBron James. You want 3 point shooters around. He's not a 3 point shooter, but he is a get your own shot type of guy. What the Lakers really meant. They won a championship. Great. We trying to repeat out here in LA, and he can create his
But
own shot.
they did win, but there was a bit of a struggle for a second
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah, and like when LeBron left the court, there was, let's say, like no movement, nobody scoring, especially when both of them, Anthony Davis and LeBron, left the court, and that was a problem.
Yeah, you can't have LeBron out there playing 42 minutes a game. That's
Right?
not the best. He's 36.
Yeah, I think 36 next couple of weeks actually too.
Yeah, I mean he's a different kind of athlete, but still, you can't have him out there for an entire game just because the rest of the good team can't compete without him.
Right. So I'm gonna give you some trade options. You tell me like, or how about this? I'm gonna give you some players, and you tell me would you give up for DeMar DeRozan? Kyle Kuzma. Would you want to keep him, or would you jettison him?
I still like Kuzma. I keep him.
Kuzma.
Yeah.
Um, would you do it for? Let's say KCP is technically a free agent, but if KCP wants to go to San Antonio, you do a sign and trade. You think that would work?
No.
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 Yeah, they don't have much. They got Caruso. They got if Rondo was to go over there, but they will talk about Rondo later. I don't think he's going to San Antonio. Um, so yeah, they don't have a lot, but I think they get it done. It's gonna be a little harder with them trading the 28th pick for Dennis Schroeder, but if they get both of them guys in, that'll make their team way better than it was last year.
Yeah. I mean, just with this trade, I think they upgraded a lot.
Yeah, so Lakers upgraded. I want to see what else they do, but we'll see. But let's go to the biggest trade of the day. Chris Paul going to the Phoenix Suns. What's your thought process on that?
Good for him. I hope he can finish the entire season.
So, so I feel like him going to Phoenix is perfect because Ricky Rubio was a perfect thing for him last year. You seen what happened in the bubble. They were 8-0. They needed a point guard to get the ball out of Devin Booker's hands to set him up. Now, he doesn't need to be set up, but as a shooter of his availability, he is on the brink of being a superstar. So Ricky Rubio was perfect for him. But you just souped Ricky Rubio up and got Chris
Yep.
Paul. So you got Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, the rookie from last year, Mikal Bridges, who was a killer last year. If it wasn't for Zion and dang boy in Memphis, John Morant being so great, he probably would have been rookie of the year. So,
Probably.
so they have the players with Chris Paul. Will they win a championship? Maybe, maybe not. But probably not, to be honest. But yeah, probably not. But it's a perfect fit for Chris Paul and Phoenix. They have the perfect point guard with Devin Booker, with DeAndre Ayton. They just now need to get players around those
Yeah.
players.
And I think Chris Paul knows that too. That's why he went there, you know?
Yeah, because the Oklahoma City Thunder is very I'll say they're very good on with their players. Like, where do you want to go? Tell us some of the teams, and we'll try. We still want the best for us, but we'll respect you enough. They did that with Chris Paul this year. They did it with Paul George and Russell Westbrook last year. So they got a good situation up there in OKC. A bunch of picks.
Player finally, for the
Yeah,
most
play.
part. For the most part.
Yeah. Now, so it's I feel like OKC they'll be back. I don't know, next 3 years or so. They got a good situation up there.
Yeah, definitely do.
We're gonna talk about the biggest rumor that had not happened yet. Houston is they have a problem, like a real problem over there in Houston.
They're about to get dismantled, it looks
So,
like.
so first Mike D'Antoni left, which isn't surprising. I feel like they should have got rid of him last year because they didn't really want him. And then the general manager left with all the China stuff that happened last year, and the team becoming really small, and like no matter how you thought about James Harden and Russell Westbrook, they had no chance to get the Lakers because they're too small. Like, Lakers probably still win, but they're too small. So that team about to be redone. Should Westbrook or should the Rockets let go of Westbrook and Harden? Should they let go one of them, or should they keep the team band back together, get a big man, and roll it back again?
Well, if I were the Thunders, I'd like to keep them both.
Rockets,
The Rockets, sorry. Two. Yeah, if
right?
I were so much info.
Right?
Yeah, if I were the Rockets, I would like to keep them both, honestly. Because you can build around them. I don't know if you can build around a single player. Like, I mean, Harden already was there by himself and it didn't work out. I mean, he can shoot 50 a game and they still can't, win
Right.
playoff games.
Yeah, I agree. I personally am a big name type of guy. I'm a Laker fan and a Raider fan, and everything that goes through there is big names. Even though when it comes to the Raiders, they're a little older, but and you can't. They have a new coach, Steven Silas, which shout out. That's another African American head coach out there in the league. Um, but you gotta give them some talent. You can't let them like drill in the water. Or if you trade those players, you gotta get a lot back, like a
Yeah.
lot.
I don't think there's anything they can get for those kind of guys.
I don't think so, especially Westbrook. I think Westbrook, you still get a lot, but his value is going down tremendously since the bubble.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
so I think that they would be better off just keeping them and trying to build something with that, just get a big man in there or something. I
but
don't know.
let's presume though. Let's presume something crazy happens, right? And they trade him to his two destinations, Philly and Brooklyn. What's the better destination, and what would you like to see more?
Well, if he gets traded,
Yeah,
I would like him to go with Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, that'd be a fun team right there.
I'm not gonna lie, like I want him to go. I want him to go to Brooklyn, man. Him and
Because
him and Kevin Durant again, and not as babies anymore. These are like full grown adults with adult bodies that like they're at where they're like not at their prime, but pretty much at their prime. Kyrie, I'm kind of off of, but James Harden and Kevin Durant again, like as real players, they're gonna go crazy. It's a better fit in Philly, that I agree with, but just him and Kevin Durant would be crazy. That and I play 2K. boy.
Oh, you just be nostalgic. You just want to see them back together.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's it. It's a better fit. It's a better fit um, with James Harden because I feel like if somehow they keep Ben Simmons, which probably not, you probably have to trade Ben Simmons, but somehow you keep Ben Simmons, you have Embiid, you have Doc Rivers as a coach, you're set up perfectly. Um, with James Harden, you just go to Steve Nash. Mike D'Antoni is assistant coach over there, so you're spinning your wheels a little bit. But at the same time, I would love to see it. Love, love, love to see it.
Nah, I'm more of a Sixer guy.
No, I understand. I understand. Just
It'd just
I'm
be exciting.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So those were the trades today. We'll get more into it as the days and weeks go on. Check the social media. We'll be posting. When stuff comes
Yeah,
out. We know.
yeah, because they're happening every hour.
Oh, I got the phone. Um, I'm following Adrian Wojnarowski like everybody else. Sham Charania, all that good stuff. So um, go follow Scarr Entertainment too. We always posting.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
um,
Get your info.
get the info, man. So we gonna go off the trades for right now. We're gonna go to the draft, man. Um, this is a different draft. This is definitely a different draft because players ain't played in forever. Like there was no big March Madness. A lot of scouts is off of like what you did the year before.
Yeah, it's not your standard, and everything is so compacted.
Not just here's the worst part though. Even worse than that, there's no Zion Williamson. There's no DeAndre Ayton. There's no LeBron. There's no guy that's like just cut out like he's the best player in this draft. But there is three of them, three very big name people. We have Anthony Edwards from Georgia. We got we got one of the last of the Ball brothers, LaMelo,
Yep.
which might be the best one of the three, and you got James Wiseman, the center from Memphis. Here's the first three picks: Timberwolves, Warriors, and Hornets. If you had to guess with style, where people would go exactly, what would be how would you rate the top three? And then I'll go.
Let's see. So I put LaMelo with the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Yeah, Hornets definitely Wiseman, and Edwards can go. Whatever the third team it was you said.
I'm actually the exact opposite.
Of
Because I
course
feel
you are.
yeah, yeah, true. I feel like Lamelo probably would go first if there's a trade. The problem is Lamelo is too much like D'Angelo Russell. It's too much. It's too much like same thing. A lot of magnetic going back and forth. So I would take Anthony Edwards to go to Timberwolves. I think the Warriors would draft James Wiseman because they need a big man. You got Steph, you got Klay Thompson, you got
Yeah,
Andrew Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins might not be there next year. He might get traded in the next couple of days, in the next couple of hours, minutes. We don't know. And I would put Lamelo Ball in the Hornets. I think those are the three picks, and I want for some reason I have this weird affection for the Hornets. Um, I want them to do well. Like
I
whenever
think you're just nostalgic. You really like the nostalgia.
it probably is. But I just feel like I want the Hornets to do well. I feel like LaMelo Ball to me can score his butt off. You know what I'm saying? And like now the question is, can he learn from what his brother Lonzo did and work a little harder, and do the things that because his dad's not in it as much as he was Lonzo, thankfully, because
Yeah. Well, Londo. I mean, uh,
Lonzo.
God, I can't talk. Like I think the hype that he carried because of his dad really got in the way of him just being a basketball player.
hmm
Because he is good. He's a good defensive player, but all that hype, people just wanted him to be like instantly great.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not his fault. It was put on him by everyone else.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball, same thing, but I feel like he's not under the radar right now, but Lonzo was so much up here and LaMelo's down here with the hype. And I feel like they're up here with talent wise, and LaMelo might be a little bit more.
I think that COVID and everything being so uh, all over the place is helping him out. Because if it were under normal circumstances, he'd be like super hype right now.
Oh, you're probably right. And here's my biggest issue though with LaMelo Ball. He played overseas, but it wasn't against like big competition. It was against like the second tiers, and he was killing folks. But I want to see him against the big people. I want to see what he does in the NBA. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see where he goes and how good he's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
So those are our top three drafts. What you all think? You know, who's going top three? Is there someone we didn't talk about? Is it the center from USC as a USC guy? Is it the big man? Is it the guard?
Woo.
Yeah, that I feel like he can go. Like there's anything can happen. There's trades. So we don't know on
Yeah.
Wednesday, man. On Wednesday
And
we'll see.
the thing with the NBA is the crazy like lottery thing. It's not like NFL, which like who's gonna pick first, and exactly what their needs are, and
Right.
you have a pretty good idea. Like NFL is like they need a quarterback, they're gonna get a quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
NBA is a little more, I don't know, nutty, I guess.
Well, cause it's positionless right now. Like so, you never know like where they're gonna slot somebody. Like I don't think he can work with D'Angelo Russell, but I can be wrong. Maybe Timberwolves draft LaMelo number one, and he killed the game together. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Um,
but the owners want names so they can sell tickets. So
yeah, true.
you know half of that draft is just drafting to get people to watch and hope that players can gel.
That's true. Because honestly, there are like majority of the times the top 2-3 picks are the best players, but you have times when like the 13th pick is the best player in the draft, 15, 18th. So you never know. I'm telling you, my boy, watch out for my boy from USC. He gonna be. I don't know where they're gonna pick him, but that's a good player. I watched him. All right, y'all. So that's the draft. We're gonna get into this free agency. Wild, man. Wild.
I mean,
With the COVID going on, um, the money situation is so different. It's teams going to spend as much because they don't have as much. Is it just going to be teams that want to win championships that do it? How is the trades going to keep going down? How will the trades affect free agency? So I'm gonna give everybody and Herb a couple names. He can tell me which names launch out. We'll go back and forth. All right. So Fred VanVleet from the Raptors, Bogdanovich from the Kings, Danilo Gallinari from the Thunder, Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers, Rajon Rondo from the Lakers, KCP from the Lakers, Paul Millsap from the Nuggets, Tristan Thompson from the Cavs, Ibaka from the Raptors, Dwight Howard from the Lakers, Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans, and Anthony Davis from the Lakers. Now, there's more names that we want to talk about, get into, but
there's so many.
there's so many. Let's just talk about some of the big names. Start off with Anthony Davis. Do you think he goes? He stays? What you think happening?
I think he's gonna stay. I mean, he's buddies with LeBron. I think he had a good time playing with him, and I think he wants another belt. He wants the belt.
Yeah,
So
I think so too. I think it's less about does he stay or going, more about what's the contract look like that's going to be set up.
yeah, that's actually a very good point. It's gonna be more about that than anything else. Because once LeBron's done, they can still build around Anthony Davis.
Yep.
You
And
know,
does
that's
he want to?
because that's what the Lakers do. They like the big names. They don't want one big name. They want two big names.
Yep.
Shaq and Kobe.
Mag
That
Johnson, Kareem.
yeah, they they can't just have Anthony Davis and everyone else.
Right.
They want that big name. So
Yep.
he's
Kobe
gonna
and Powell.
yeah
Hey.
he's gonna stick around and they're gonna build around him. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's more about that contract definitely.
Yep. All right. Let's. You got any names you want to point out that I named you? Any of these names? I know you got some names.
Um. Well, you did. Did you mention Marcus Gasol?
No, I didn't actually.
I mean, Marcus Gasol. I don't know. I would like him to be a Laker. I don't know why. I just
Because you like Paul Gasol so much, you like
I
Marcus over
do.
there.
Yeah, Paul Gasol is one of my favorite players, man. La
I'm with you.
Bestia.
I love the Gasol, bro. They're awesome. Side note: when they played in, I believe 2008, when they had the Redeem team with LeBron, Kobe, D Wade, Chris Paul, Dwight. I think Anthony Davis was a rookie that year. Um, uh, they had Darren Williams, if anybody can remember him.
Oh yeah,
Uh, um, the Spaniard brothers gave them fits with Rudy Fernandez. That team was
they were
crazy
stacked.
good.
They were
Yeah.
good.
So it honestly, I don't think they're going to get them. I have an
No,
idea who they want, but Marcus Gasol in the Lakers uniform, he could not play, and I'd be happy.
that'd
So
be cool.
I'm with you. So if we
And then,
don't, huh? Keep going.
I was just gonna talk about Ingram too.
See, the thing with Ingram is, what do they want? You know what I'm saying? Because Ingram, I feel like, is a rising star. I don't know about superstar, but a rising star. How much do they want to pay him? I think he's a restricted free agent, so
Oh, okay.
he has to stay at least for a year. The question is, how much do they want to keep him? Is he worth the money and the years they're going to give him? Do you think he's worth? Let's say give him a 4-year deal.
Shit, that's a lot of money. I don't know. I think another team would pay him a lot of money to go elsewhere. I don't know if the Pelicans will.
I feel like they will because they have a nice setup. I feel like with Zion, Ingram he can not like ball stopper, like he keeps the ball, like defensively. He got long arms. He's so good defensively. I feel like if there's anybody on that team that should be nervous about getting out of there, it should be Lonzo. So
Really?
yeah, I feel like
I
even
mean,
though
Lonzo's a good defensive player, though.
no, he is, but he doesn't like he has very very good chemistry with Zion. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't jump off your screen. He isn't the player we thought he was. He's he's like down here from what we thought he was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
would I keep both? I would keep both. There's rumors that they're going to trade Drew Holiday, which whoever gets Drew Holiday, hey, that's a pickup because that boy can play defense. He can run an offense. He's not Chris Paul, but Drew Holiday, he's a man. So the thing about the Pelicans is they have a lot of young players, but they also have room to grow and grow and fix their team and fill holes. So the Pelicans are going to be a fun to watch for years to come.
If they make the right moves and sign the right people.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
here's a big name I want to talk about. Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers. He was a big guy for them this year. Sixth man of the year. Do you think he stays? Do you think he goes?
Um, I don't know, man. I think the Clippers is a kind of a dead end. Like they just can't seem to close, so he might just want to go elsewhere and try something else out because I don't think the Clippers are it.
I think he leaves too, and that's a big problem because um, I feel like yes, like in the bubble, it wasn't all that. The Clippers just like everything went bad in the bubble, like right. But
Yeah,
I feel like they need Montrezl Harrell, and I think he wants big money. You know, he's at that
yeah.
age, and they don't have the requisite parts or the requisite money to keep him.
No,
Uh, so that's a problem. Are they gonna make trades? Are they gonna go out to get Russell Westbrook? They already missed out on Chris Paul that they really wanted. Who can they go get? I don't know. They go
yeah.
get Drew Holiday maybe if they have but who do they have to trade? They don't have a lot of first round picks. They traded that for Paul George. Um,
They got nothing. They gave everything for George.
all right, now would you keep George or would you try to trade him for somebody?
I keep him.
Would you keep him?
Yeah.
I don't think they have a choice. like
No,
I don't think they have.
They gave up too much not to just give him away again.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. Let's keep going. We're gonna talk about Tristan Thompson from the Cavaliers. I mostly want to talk about him because I want to hear the people's opinion. I want to hear your opinion on Dwight or Tristan Thompson because they're both free agents. Dwight's getting a couple offers here and there. Like I've heard, like the Warriors like teams that need a big man, but defensively, Tristan Thompson played with LeBron. He's not a the rim protector Dwight is, but he's a better perimeter defender than Dwight is. So what's your idea on that?
Well, I think Dwight's aging and he can't really play like too many minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like honestly, how many minutes? Like how many minutes can he really play?
Dwight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just what 15?
yeah, 15 to 20. Yeah, that's about it. He
Yeah,
can.
I mean, I like him, but I don't think he can last, what, 72 games this.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, no, he's just not there anymore. Back surgery, I know he's taking care of himself and he looks in good shape, but day in and day out, he can't do it.
Here's a perfect scenario for me in this situation. You keep Dwight and go get Tristan Thompson, and somehow trade McGee in the deal to go get DeRozan. Now that's a lot. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's asking a lot. It's not two.
Oh, man.
It's not 2K, but and it's not gonna be a straight up. You add other stuff. I know people gonna be like, well, nobody's doing that, but you put the pieces in there.
I
Who
mean, if they
knows?
can pull that off, that'd
Hey,
be
Rob Pelinka, I believe in you. Genie Bus, go out there and go get it.
I mean, they are the Lakers. All you have to do is take a tour of the city, and they'll be like, "All right, I'll be a Laker."
Yep. Especially now that they're winning championships.
Yeah,
All
they're not
right.
the Lakers of 3 years ago.
Yeah. Um.
Rough
Let's
times.
let's talk about someone like Fred VanVleet. Not have nothing to do with the Lakers. We just gonna talk about Fred VanVleet, the point guard. He's been coming off the bench, but man, he is solid. He hit a three for you. He'll work hard for you. Play defense. Should he just stay in Toronto? Should he go somewhere else? Like, what do you think?
I think he should stay.
Stay?
Yeah, like they love him there. He likes it there, as far as
Yeah.
I know. I think he's pretty happy there, and you know they need him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They do need him. So
Especially if they lose Ibaka, because they going. I feel like if there's a team that should get him, there's two teams I have them in mind. One is the Detroit Pistons. If the Detroit Pistons want to let go of Derrick Rose, they can or go trade him. They can go out and go get Fred VanVleet, make him a starter, and see what happens, man. He's never been a starter. Um, or the team that was crazy is the Clippers could use someone like Fred VanVleet because Patrick Beverly is a good player, but he's not a true point guard in the way of setting people up. He just works hard and annoying, like way too annoying. But he's not going to set the team up for you. He's not that point guard. He doesn't hit a lot of threes. Doesn't hit a lot of shots in general. So I feel like if they want to go get a point guard and they can't make a trade, Fred Van Vliet would be the perfect player for them.
hmm. So
That or the next guy we're going to talk about is Rondo. Now, before you say anything, the Clippers want him. The team that's been talked about a lot is the Atlanta Hawks. Him being a backup for Trey Young and having and Trey Young being under his wing and all this because Rondo works great with young players. When he was in Chicago, the older players wasn't the greatest fan of him, but the younger players loved him wherever he goes. Him with Trey Young to me would be perfect. What about you?
yeah, I think that's a good fit actually. I mean, Rondo's not what he used to be, but he does bring that energy,
Oh
and
yeah,
yeah, he could definitely help the young players out there. And yeah, that'd be a good fit for him. Uh,
yeah,
I don't think the Lakers can do anything with him anymore, though. I think that's done.
yeah. I feel like Dennis Schroeder to me was such a good pickup. You don't need to bring Rondo back.
No,
Would I love
it,
it? Yeah, yeah. But he can move on and get his money. He won't get as much money with the Lakers.
no, no. And I don't think he can do much else with the Lakers, honestly. Like with the rebuilding, draft trades, and everything going on, I don't think Rondo is a good fit anymore.
Right. I say
But
it's
he can definitely go do some damage somewhere else.
right, right. Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Is there any other players that we missed or because there's a crap ton of players that we didn't talk about? Any of them you want to get off your chest? Anyone you want to talk about?
Nah, man. I'm just like honestly just excited about all of this being all in like seems like a week.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's a wild ride.
the draft is on the 18th, and we got free agency on the 20th. Or the
20,
and then yeah, free agency starts on the 20th, and
oh,
they
oh,
November 20th.
okay. All
It's
right.
crazy. And then what? The signing starts at on the 22nd.
Yeah, when they can officially sign.
Yeah, but they can start going crazy on the 20th.
Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna be like I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Everything's so
and
right here.
here's the most fun about this free agency is there's no big like Anthony Davis not going nowhere, so there's no big name that we're waiting for. So there could be somebody coming off the board like that, and dominoes could fall, boom, 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 because we're not waiting on anybody.
Yeah,
Um,
like
Anthony Davis might not sign just so like the money could work if they sign other players first, but I'm interested to see where for example Jay Crowder goes. Is he going to stay with the Heat? What's going to happen? They got Goran Dragic there. You know,
yeah. Well,
where
it's Dragic is a free agent too,
yeah. So
so he might not be there.
and that's going to kill the Heat. You see what happened in the finals? They needed him bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Honestly, you know what I should talk about is making sure that Stephen A. Smith gets some sleep because he gonna be busy.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, Adrian Wojnarowski, Sham Charania. Shout out to my girl Ramona Shelburne. She is amazing. Um,
They're gonna
she's
need a lot of coffee, man.
yeah. It's gonna be a lot for them. It's gonna be a lot for them, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun though.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna have our phones on us daily. I got my phone right here. I'm just waiting for anything to post on the Scarr accounts. So that's our mini NBA preview for the off season preview. That's for us.
Yeah,
Let us know if we missed anybody. Tell us if we're wrong. Let us know if you think something's gonna happen that we didn't talk about.
yeah.
Got any thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah. Last week we did NFL picks, and I think I was wrong 100%. So I'm pretty sure I'm wrong with 100% of what we're talking about right now. But I stick to it anyways.
Hey, you gotta commit. We commit out here.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I ain't got much to say. I'm just excited for Wednesday because Wednesdays is like draft. I love draft. I be watching it all the time, maybe too much. And I'm really interested in how those top three picks are gonna go. So, yeah, man, that's it for us. Uh, like, follow, subscribe to all our stuff. Share all this craziness.
yeah,
Talk in the comments. Whatever you got to say it. Disagree, agree. It's all good.
yeah. Just
Um,
share your thoughts, man. Just share your
yeah,
thoughts.
all thoughts are not wrong unless you don't say Kobe is the greatest. um, we are out. See you on the next video. Peace.
Peace.